Two stories this week point the same way, agents leaving simple prompts behind. I'm Spike, this is your AI brief for June 22, 2026. Let's get into it. Today, two posts show that shift from different angles. One is the DeepMind write-up, Google's AI lab on hardening agent control. The other is the PKI repo, a local observability tool for Python agents, on tracing and replay. On the agent side, DeepMind's control write-up is the clearest case of tightening the runtime before scale. That matters because agents are touching real tools now, and you need containment before you trust them with work. The team treats untrusted agents a bit like insider threats, which is a plain way to think about the risk. They push for defense in depth, not one blocker. That means layered checks, coverage tracking, recall, and response time. The practical move is simple. Measure what gets caught, how fast it gets caught, and how often humans still need to step in. In the same lane, the secret brokering work keeps real API keys out of the sandbox. That cuts blast radius when an agent reaches out to external tools because the model never sees the credential directly. Compass takes the same idea and adds a hard spend cap so a runaway session stops at a fixed dollar limit. That is the kind of guardrail teams need once loops start running longer than one prompt ever did. Lelu adds another layer by spotting manipulation at runtime and routing uncertain actions to human review. The common pattern is not fancy autonomy, it is tighter control surfaces around work that already happens inside the agent. If agents are going to keep doing more on their own, the engineering burden shifts to budgets, authorization, and audit paths first. On the second side, the focus moves from control to proof. These posts are about what an agent did, not just what it answered. PKI, a local observability tool for Python agents, is the clearest example. The practical point is simple. If you can trace and replay runs on your laptop, debugging gets much faster. PKI keeps traces in SQLite and builds multi-agent span trees. It also lets you replay a run, which turns a vague failure into something you can inspect step by step. That matters because agent bugs are often about path, timing, or tool use, not final text. Recall, the local memory project for Claude code pushes the same idea into persistence. It stores session history and compact context on disk, so the agent keeps useful state without extra calls. That cuts privacy risk and makes local work feel less disposable. Enma, a boundary contracts repo for AI coding agents, takes the next step. The value is in CI enforcement, because rules only help if the agent stays inside them while code changes. So the through line is pretty plain. These teams are asking for evidence, replay, and state before they trust the output. So the shared thread is small but real. A couple of teams spent their effort on control, traces, and cost, not just raw model output. That tends to matter once agents leave demos and start doing work on repeat. And that is the practical signal today. The stack around the model keeps getting more of the attention. Not a grand verdict, just where the engineering's going in these two posts. That's your brief. Links and full analysis in the newsletter. See you tomorrow.